Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Lipkowitz. I'm a real estate agent based in Montgomery County, Maryland. I specialize in both residential and equestrian properties in Maryland and Virginia. And today I wanted to make a video about some super common house hunting mistakes. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it is really critical that you have your financing sorted out before you start looking at homes. Now that means if you're taking out a loan, you have your pre-approval letter already. If you are paying with cash, you have already reached out to your bank and the representative can issue a proof of funds letter when you're ready to write an offer. And it's really, really important to do this ahead of time because things are moving super quickly. If you don't have that ready to go, you may lose out on the home. And it's really heartbreaking to miss out on a home that you really love because that documentation can't get put together quickly enough. A lot of buyers start off looking at homes on their own. And they look online and they try to schedule appointments to see homes. And it's really important in the age of COVID to know that, sometimes that can be really difficult for an unrepresented buyer. But even if you are able to schedule an appointment with the listing agent, it's really important that you remember that the listing agent doesn't represent you. They represent the sellers. So while they may walk you through the home and show you all the beautiful features and disclose things that the sellers have already disclosed in the disclosure documents, they're not going to point out red flags to you. They can't say anything to you that would harm their client's ability to negotiate, and their client is the seller. So it's really worth your time to have a buyer's agent who represents you and your interests, somebody that you get along with, that you trust, and it's really worth your time. And truthfully, in most instances, you're not even going to have to pay them. Some buyer's agents have some fees. If the commission that's being offered on the property, which is traditionally split between the two agents, is kind of low, there may be some, stipulation there in your buyer's agreement with that agent, but in many, many instances, you are not going to have to pay your buyer's agent anything. So, that's something to keep in mind. It's for you, free help. So, it's really worth your time to reach out to a buyer's agent before you start looking at homes. Another really common mistake is being taken in by staging. Sellers, particularly investors, know that staging is a really great way to help people conceptualize a space, but also change the way that buyers feel about a home in a very significant way. And it's very, very important that you and your agent are walking through the home and paying attention to things that could potentially cost you a lot of money in the long run. It's really easy to say, well, this home looks beautiful, it looks modern, but you take out the staging furniture and you forget about the trendy paint colors, and you may be having to replace your roof in a year, or your HVAC, or your siding, or all of those things. And it's really, really important that you're paying attention to workmanship and you're paying attention to the items that could end up costing you quite a lot of money in the long run. Not thinking about life after closing is a very common mistake and potentially a very, very costly one. Homeownership comes with a lot of benefits, but it also comes with a lot of maintenance and repair costs. And most lenders will require that you have 2 to 3 months reserves in the bank after settlement in order for them to approve the loan. But it's probably wise to have more than that. And again, it's worth taking into consider things like workmanship, the systems and appliances in the home. I know sometimes it's really, really appealing when you see something that's, got a price tag that's half the cost of your budget and needs updating, but it may be worth considering spending a little bit more on a home that's not going to need all its systems replaced in the next 5 years, because you have to remember those are going to be out-of-pocket expenses. Those aren't going to be things that are rolled into your loan or your down payment. So, don't blow through your savings to afford a home that's got all new everything, but it's definitely an important thing to keep in mind how much that home is going to cost you in the next 5 years out of pocket. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sarah Lipkowitz. I'm a real estate agent based in Montgomery County, Maryland. I specialize in both residential and equestrian properties in Maryland and Virginia.